That's right! You boys ready for a great raid?
Hello and welcome out to this week's episode of the Gamers Council. I'm your host, WEBDAVE, along with my co-host, the one and only Hargeet Chani. Hargeet, how you doing, sir?
All right. How are you doing?
I'm here. Yeah. Real life sometimes is crazy, but you know what? We're here to have some fun, talk some games, to get our minds off the other stuff in life. So it should be good. Should be good. And of course, we are very happy to have along with us the wild one herself. Ooh. That's right. ThatBlueNumber. How you doing, Malou? What's up, Molly?
Hey, everybody. How's it going, everybody? Hi, Adidas. I saw you. Hey, what's up?
That's right. We see you. Look who's in the chat. FARK QUE.
Ah,
sorry.
It's funny because on your little pop up, it just says ollie, 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 ollie. Like, that is me in that little.
That's right.
Yeah.
The little the icon is you.
Kind of like the holly, 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 holly.
Well, you have to name them, and when and it's the other thing that it doesn't recognize the self-created ones, as it were, in StreamYard. So that's what it looks like that for us. It looks hilariously funny. But if you're actually on YouTube, then you get to see them. Oh, well, look, we got right away. You got a super chat.
Yeah. So we got Adidas. Salute. Hey, Holly and Hargeet. My theme, please. What about WebDave? Should we not call out WebDave? Anyway.
No, it's all right.
Thanks, Adidas. And then BT Maverick, member for 16 months.
Thank you, BT Maverick. It's so awesome. It's so awesome. Big shout out again to last week for Spartan and for Lotus and others, as well as FARK QUE, that gifted memberships last week. They went crazy. I'm not soliciting memberships. Thank you so much if you do give one, but they went absolutely insane. So with that, we've got a whole bunch of notifications going out tonight. So we may have all kinds of different people in the chat tonight be like, what in the world is going on? Oh yeah, Dave Reezy says just 2 jewels and stars. I can do all that stuff now too with the show.
What's that?
It's part of YouTube. It's kind of, I guess, the way they're trying to make them
like bits
more
from
like exactly that same kind of thing. Yep.
I don't understand bits from Twitch either. They're like little tips, right? Like
they are.
Channel. Okay. All right. Well, that's cool. Sorry.
It is cool.
And here we go. FARK QUE gifts 5 WebDave memberships.
Wow. Thank you so much. Wow, awesome. Yeah, we got all kinds of emojis in the chat. So if you did get one of the gifted members, remember we used to read those out, Hargeet? Woo, not anymore.
Imagine doing that for the 700 we had last
Yeah.
episode.
You should
Yeah.
make that a members only video and have Hargeet just reading new members.
We could do that. Yeah. Hargeet's like, wait a minute, you didn't get paid enough for that.
That's right.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, no, it's cool. But like with the I guess because last week we had so many new members that we were actually able to open up 2 more slots. So one of the topics tonight, we'll be talking about just a little topic tonight, a little game coming out. Maybe finding out more about it soon. Will be the Grand Theft Auto 6. That's one of the emojis we have in the chat. And then the 25th anniversary of Xbox is this year. That emoji's up there, as well as a whole bunch of others, including Holly's, and now Asha's has joined the fray. And don't worry, Phil's didn't go away; it's still there as well. Because we definitely have to keep on. We definitely have to keep up with Phil.
This is about delivering great exclusive games for you that ship on platforms where Game Pass exists.
We shall see what that goes to, won't we, Hargeet? Interesting rumors abound.
Do you think Phil's going to be in LA?
I would think there's a really good chance that he will be.
I think so. Yeah, I hope he's there.
Yeah, and he may even take her, to kind of not say take her around, because obviously she's a grown woman, knows what she's doing. But I think the whole thing is to him to help carry the bridge, I guess, as it were, or not pass the torch, but you know what I mean, like really,
build the relationships.
There it is. That's the word. That's what I'm looking for. Yep. And it's definitely it's good that he's there, because he's been there long enough and has been there and done so much for the company. A lot of people think,
day one.
Well, he's done. No, he's. I think he's still going to be pretty diehard for a long time to come. So, and we'll see. What was it good? All right, so let me take a look here. Topics are bound, dudes. There's all kinds of topics. Switch the screen over here so I can see all the list of topics. Gosh, where do we want to start?
Well, I mean, the big topic is Forza. We can go with that. Let's just start with that.
All right, and let's go with the. Well, all right. There's a couple of different ways we can look at it, but let's. Well, there's a couple of different tweets, I guess we should say, that we'll be covering. But I want to start with this one from the woman herself. So one of the other ways to get things going than to actually go right to the head of Xbox and see what she had to say. So there you go. Hargeet, floor is yours.
Sure. So Asha puts out, amazing to see so many players exploring Forza Horizon 6 this weekend, making this the most played early access in series history. Massive congrats to at We Are Playground for delivering 4 consecutive 90-plus games, an exceptionally rare accomplishment in this industry. Yeah. Very
true. Very true. And then let's get to some of the comments. Let's see. Oh, look at this one.
Good old Colt. It's been my new home for almost 70 hours already. Jeez. But he loves racing games too, so this is definitely great for him. But yeah, he's been raving about it. Oh, good old Tim Dog. People love it. Love it too for your hardware when it's gated to your heart. Okay, well, there's the whole exclusives things. It's why Sony dominated. They had these games constantly, and when Xbox said, "We give you games, we can have some?" I don't know. Like, okay, good grammar here. They said, Xbox, you know how it works. Exclusives matter, and that's why we are in this position. But no, you can't even have The Last of Us. Just the reality of it. Good luck, June 7th. Cancel Halo on PS5 next. All right. What one? Let's see what else. Also, the best-selling game on Xbox console. Nice.
Yeah. So, a couple more.
Hey, C Money. Playground games are the goats. The best racing game ever. Imagine how much more money you would have made by not launching it into Game Pass. Another great game from Playground Games, regardless. I mean, whatever. It hasn't launched in Game Pass yet because it's not even out yet.
Not yet.
Absolutely incredible game. Froggy is that what it says? Is well pleased with Forza Horizon 5. Is that from Froggy Gaming? Got it.
Yeah. And one thing I'll say on the Game Pass thing, and you guys weigh in on this, but like they have a service, and if you put amazing products like this in there, you're gonna drive people to it. So them thinking that, oh, it's you're losing money. No, you're actually building your base for a game that's something that you're going to be playing a long time. And if it's in Game Pass and you're going to keep your Game Pass subscription probably longer than you may have normally if you've got great games like this to be in there. Am I right or am I wrong?
Well, I mean, if they want to tell us how much they make, they could always put those numbers out, Xbox. Clarity is kindness.
Yep.
If Fable lands with great scores, Playground Games will hit legendary status.
Agreed.
I hope it does, but we'll see. Congratulations to our Playground. What an awesome achievement. I don't want to know when the game is launch officially. Is going to launch officially. I think the previous Forza happened the same way when being exclusive to Xbox. This was just Forza Horizon 5 being exclusive.
I don't know. Yeah. So anyway, we could probably go on for day. Obviously, there's lots of them here. So let's we'll just kind of. I think it's enough. But even then, some of the images that people are coming up with on their own because of the, what is that? It's an amazing little vehicle right there, isn't it?
It's interesting, huh?
Well, yeah. Yep. Looking good. Yeah, even our thumbnail was just a fan somebody posted up, and I thought that looks good. Use it for a thumbnail. So yeah, and no spoilers, but this is part of the game too because that was actually in the teaser.
They've shown it. Yeah, they've shown that piece right several times now.
Yeah,
but yeah. So, Holly, what do you think?
Well, Forza's always just like a super technical marvel, right? Like the Playground is so good at what they do. And for me, I just don't at me. Like, I'm not a huge racing fan. I'll play the games for a few hours just to kind of like see the world, see how well it's done, that kind of stuff, and then I usually dip out. It doesn't hold my attention for very long. But Forza Horizon 5, I actually wound up playing it, I don't know, at least 30-40 hours, which was a lot for me. I really enjoyed 5, and everything that they're talking about with this one sounds like it's all that in a bag of chips, so it's even better, which is great. I personally don't have a lot of excitement for this, but I'm very happy that it's doing well. I'm very, very happy for Xbox to have a game out that is, hitting all the right buttons, and racing fans just have really something to be excited for here. I am gonna play it. I'm gonna play it for a while and see, get the feel for it.
H2S celebrates 16 months of membership.
Thanks, Fark QUE. Thank you.
Yeah, I am gonna play it. I'm gonna run around it for a while and try to see, the different biomes and things like that. I saw some of the ice or the snow stuff, and that looked really cool with the snow buggies and whatnot. But I'm glad, because I think Forza Motorsport had a little bit of technical things here and there that I think a lot of the hardcore racing fans just didn't care for some of the changes that they'd made. Still a good game, but some of the changes were kind of not up their alley or what they had asked for, but I think this one, I mean, Horizon's just more fun anyway, right? So it's cool. It's very cool.
Yeah, I agree. And there's so much that they could do with it. A lot of podcasts have talked about this, including the Iron Lords today earlier when they were talking. I think it was Attic and some of the others Solve, and then we're talking about how what could it what could it go into, and now it's it's other than this amazing graphics, amazing gameplay. And some of his thoughts were that they could they could maybe bring in some of the elements from these other amazing racing games, was it Project Gotham Racing and stuff like that, other different elements, Need for Speed type elements from other games, and incorporate that into this. Maybe something that they could do. Go ahead.
I think they do those more in the DLC.
Yeah.
Like last time, right? They did the Lego, which had been a while since they'd done one of those. So the Lego one was really fun. I did buy that one and play that because I thought that it was a good time. And I think they're already in like their season 1, right? For this, I think it's opened up, so that'll give people plenty of stuff to do until they have another deal, or until they have their first DLC, etc. coming out, which hopefully they do play into. Like, I hope they have something for the little more serious racer fans, but then they have something that's just silly and outrageous. That'd be fun too.
Exactly.
And Japanese
mine
theme.
cars or something. Yeah, in a Japanese theme. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Heck yeah, that would be awesome. I still think they should incorporate some kind of kart racing thing. I think it'd be awesome. Would be absolutely crazy.
Or why don't they bring in like they should do okay, I'm totally spinning now. They should do a Forza that has like different DLCs or different seasons where it's all like Gears vehicles and things, and then like the Halo vehicles, and that like totally bring those in and have them almost like a Rocket League kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But not Rocket League.
Rocket League. I get you.
Hey, it's Eggy gifts 5 WebDave memberships.
Thank you so much. That is awesome. I think he was gifted one himself and decided to pass it along. So many amazing members of the community here. Thank you all so much for joining us. Over 125 people here joining us live right now, either on YouTube or on X. So thank you. Welcome, everyone. And we got a long show tonight to tell you. Lots of good stuff to talk about. Continuing this same subject, but I'm actually going to go to a different tweet one coming up. Hargeet is the next one. Still continuing kind of the same topic, as it were. And then we'll kind of air off into the same game, but a different part of the topic. Let's go with this one here from Idle Sloth.
Matt Booty on Playground Games and Turn 10 successful early access to Forza Horizon 6. Very proud of the teams at Playground Games and Turn 10 Studios and the early success we're seeing with Forza Horizon 6. The team has shown up for players and for each other across multiple releases, and it's great to see how they keep refining the experience without losing what makes the series special. That's hard to maintain as teams grow and development gets more complex. It's a credit to the studio and culture they built. Excited for more players to jump in.
Yeah, pretty exciting, and it's good to hear from him too. I think we obviously hear more from him now. Anybody have thoughts on the comments, or just more of the same, more of the praise?
I mean, they seem to they had a team slashed, right? Didn't they have a team slashed? No, that was Turn 10. Sorry.
Turn 10.
That was Turn 10.
Yeah.
Still, the core Turn 10 apparently is there and was working on this toward the end, but yeah.
Well, it seems to not really affected anything that's going on, so that's good to see. And you're right about Matt Booty in particular. He wasn't totally in the shadows in his previous role, but now that he's kind of basically been propped up like right with Asha, like I want to see him out there more often and talking more often and kind of taking some of that responsibility.
Yeah. Hargeet, same with you?
Well, first on Forza Horizon 6 having the success it's having, that's fantastic. We haven't even talked about the player numbers. It's not even out yet, and it's doing pretty well. As far as like the like Matt Booty just calling out that they've done well. I mean, look, both Asha and Matt have called it out. It's just interesting. Both of them are calling it out. That they both have had a streak of that they've had a streak of very good, highly rated games. So I'm going to take it in a different direction, which is what I did on C Money's on Friday, which is Forza Horizon 5 broke the mold of this is a niche game, therefore it doesn't need to be categorized in the game of the year category. Well, fuck off. This is a game that's being played by more players than any other game is going to get played this year outside of GTA and maybe Call of Duty. So tell me why it should not be in that category when it's the highest rated game of the year. It's already smashing records. It's already the highest played game of in a racing genre period. Okay, and it's not even out yet. Okay, when it comes out, it's gonna just go crazy. Tens of millions of people are gonna end up playing this game. Why should it not be considered part of game of the year? I'm just sick of the bullshit. There's no reason to not consider it when more people play the game. It's not niche anymore. It's just not. This is a game that a lot of people will play. They just will. And if that many people are playing it, why shouldn't it be considered when it's the top rated? This is not a niche little stupid indie game. This is a AAA game from a major publisher, a major platform. It just doesn't make sense to me that we should ignore it. Right. And so if this does not at least get some sort of recognition, and no, I don't mean in the sports genre, I mean in the freaking game of the year category, when it's the highest rated game of the year, it better freaking get nominated at this point. Otherwise, you're just telling me outright you just can't stand Xbox, because there's just no other reason, right? Unless you tell me there's 100 other games coming out that are going to rate 95 plus. I just don't see it. They're literally the highest rated game of the year. Come on. I'm just done with the bullshit. It had better get recognition at the end of the year. It's just done at this point. You can't tell me this isn't a very high rated studio now. They've got 4 straight 90 plus meta games. That's not common. It's just not. It's come on, just stop at this point. It needs to get recognized. So I'm kind of annoyed at that. I know it might sound like stupid shit, but the studio won't think it's stupid. They won't. They've put the effort in. They've got these games, got the ratings. Despite having the stank of Xbox, they still get 90 metas. It's about time that somebody recognized them in the industry to say, okay, you know what? Maybe you should be up here at that level. Maybe you should get that recognition. Not a lot of studios can say they've done what they've done, right? They have another game to come, and I hope it also ranks in the 90s. That would just push it all. And if you tell me neither of those games make it, and if they both are in the 90s, you just fuck off, industry. You guys are just full of shit. There's no other way to put it.
Agreed. I definitely agree with that. I like that one. Comment. I blame Holly.
While we're at it, oops.
Oh, sorry.
Lotus gifts 10 WebDave memberships.
Thank you so much. So awesome. Let's see here. Did we miss one? Oh, yeah, we did. And Bram Stroker renewed his membership. Thanks, FARK QUE.
Yes, that one got
got read. Yeah.
Text to speech.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, anyway, so this is the current numbers right now. Just pulled that up real quick to kind of see where we're at. And this is just
at 104, but they maxed at 180. And again, this is not out yet. This is people paying
Steam,
$120.
Yep.
Yeah.
Steam.
So this means it's not Game Pass. They had to pay $120 to get to this level, right? So these are people who paid a full $120 to play this early. And I don't know how much that is on the Xbox side, on the PC app for Xbox, right? I don't know how many people are playing it there, because again, you even use Game Pass or just outright buy it and have the extended edition that you can buy for $60, right? But you can do that, or you can just buy it. And so I don't know how much is happening on that side, but there's definitely people playing this game, and if they've reached 500,000 players or something like that across the two platforms, that's insane. That's insane, right? So, it's only going to get more ridiculous when it actually comes out on Tuesday. So we'll see what the numbers look like.
And isn't the early access? It isn't like the standard edition. It's the one you have to pay even more money for, correct? Because it has the bonus.
It's $120 outright, or you have to pay $60 if you have it in Game Pass.
Yeah, which is what I did.
What's in that? For $60.
You get the both of the new DLCs, which are actually already completed. By the way, they've said that too. They're both already done in the can, ready to go. But they're the ones that are dropping over the course of the year. and then some bonus cars and stuff like that too. Bonus car packs and stuff that you're automatically getting because it's
$60.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
That's a lot.
It is, but then again, also you get to play it early, and I don't know. I mean, I think there's some more things in there than that, but that's the big thing is that both of the DLCs, which would not be included in Game Pass, they'll have to be something you're talking about.
The Starfield, same thing was $30.
Yeah. Was it two or just one?
I think it was
two
two.
DLCs so far.
Yeah.
So,
I'm just saying, that's a lot.
It
That's
is.
a lot.
Yeah,
Good thing it came out to be a 90-something.
50? Yeah.
It's a
Well,
lot.
I mean, I think they
It's a lot.
knew that, and that's how they priced the Forza DLCs. So it is what it is. They know they can charge, and they know a lot of people will pay it because it usually is a very good game. So for those who are
It's
racing
super
fans,
smart.
they're gonna pick it up. Yeah,
It's super smart too because they have a lot of people who will play the game when it first comes out, and they have every intention to come back and buy and do the DLCs, but they get sidelined by something else or captured up into something else, and then they miss it or they wait for a sale or something like that. And now you're just getting these people's money right up front. So it's a smart business decision, and for you, maybe it's smarter too because you don't have to think about it later, budget for it later, right?
Yeah.
Yep. And they set it up perfectly because it's like, oh, it comes out on a Tuesday, but most of the people buying this thing, they're like they're just not. It's a weekday. They're not going to be able to play as much. But if you say, oh, you know what, you can have it early on Friday, so you have the weekend to play the game.
Yep.
So they do a pretty good job with that, right? But hey, it's up to you. If you want to get the early access, you can. If you don't, just wait, right? So.
Well, I would wait now for sure.
Yeah.
Coming out tomorrow, but even then, it's still
No, it's not. It's the day after tomorrow. It comes out on Tuesday, but yeah,
it's coming out soon. But yeah. So there's the and Hargeet, I would on the comment you made earlier, I'll definitely agree with you too that I definitely think it should be considered for the Game of the Year contention. Obviously, as well as any what they call the racing or sports one as well. It should also still be in that category, but definitely Game of the Year. I think it's a no-brainer, but we shall see. We shall see.
So where does it? I'm just trying to understand where they get the idea. It's 140 million. Like, where do they get that number?
Well, it's apparently something posted from Insider Gaming. But read that top part.
Yeah.
We'll click on the article. Go from there.
Yeah, I mean, so Colt is just looking at the thing that Insider Gaming put out there, but Xbox and Forza Horizon 6 made 140 million in 3 days without Game Pass and without PlayStation. That means that they sold that many copies, right? I don't know if they did, but that it'd be interesting if they know the actual numbers. To get to that number, you're looking at what, like 12 million of the $120 edition. Well, if they made that much, you're probably looking at 17 to 18 million.
Don't have licensed cars, and it's a 10.
That's true.
Yeah, there's a 10 out of 10. Yeah. But yeah, let's see where they're getting that. So it must have sold a lot of copies already. Yeah, so Forza Horizon 6 is already out for those who pre-ordered the premium edition of the game. Early access began on May 15, with the game launching globally on May 19. The game is already a massive success with the numbers to back it up. And as of this writing, there are currently 118,809 players on Steam. Earlier that day, on May 16, the game had 178,000 players. Furthermore, new evidence shows the game has surpassed 1 million players. Okay. A screenshot shared on day one suggests that nearly 1.2 million players opted to secure the premium version of Forza Horizon 6. As the premium edition of the game costs $120, it's likely the game has already secured, if not surpassed, 140 million in revenue. That's just from players who bought the most expensive version of the game. It's unknown how much the number will rise once everyone around the globe begins to filter in on May 19. So they're seeing 1.2 million players. And then on which platform? Is that all on Steam? Or okay, based on 65 critical reviews, the game it currently sits at a 92 overall Metacritic and has been given a must-play badge. A dozen outlets, including Insider Gaming, gave the game a perfect score. The lowest review score so far is a pair of 70s. The general complaint from those reviews is that the game currently lacks depth. It's a racing game. What?
Well, you know,
Were you expecting like a RPG level storyline with like multiple endings and
part where you chase down the assassins and robbers?
Hold on. What depth are you? Okay, whatever. The game, which is heavily influenced by Japanese cultural beliefs, will likely remain a focus for developers for years to come. As for the player community, mods have already begun to surface online. Learn more about that here. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Insider Gaming will continue to monitor, but whatever, it's fine. Yep. So they're saying 1.2 million people already bought it. Okay, that's pretty crazy. But are they saying they bought it on the on Steam, or are they saying that just that many have already played it across the platforms? And therefore, there's some that are Steam, some that are Game Pass.
That's what I assume.
$60 bump. Okay, so it's somewhere in that range. Then so if 1 million people are playing it, then yeah, they made the money. That's a lot of money.
Forgot about
definitely make money.
Engulfed in Forza Horizon 6.
Broke boy, I could definitely see where you would be caught up in the game because that's what we're talking about. So there you go.
Crazy.
Thanks, Lemon, for your comment earlier. Really appreciate your super chat, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome that they've already made that much money. Even if you take like half of that and say it's Steam and the other half is not Steam, it's still $60. Yes, they have to cut out some part for the store, but that store is likely their own, right? Because it can't be Steam, right? You have to buy the game. So it's their own store, so they get the full amount, unless they're using one of these like CD keys or things like that, right? Whatever. Maybe there's some cut for that store, but like they're getting a big chunk of money. So that's pretty good. So somewhere in that 100 million range is likely, right? So yikes! I don't know what the budget of this is, but it's likely they've already kind of gotten a good chunk of that back. Right, and the game isn't even out yet.
I know.
So
that's crazy.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens as we progress and see how many more sales they get. And then this is supposed to come to PlayStation as well, and if it does, and they get another 4, 5, 6 million sales there, it's pretty good, man. Like it's a lot of money. So why not?
It is a lot of money. Holly, your thoughts on the amount of money it's making?
It's always surprising because, like, to your point earlier, where you were like, we got to get off of this idea that it's a niche game. Totally agree. But also, in my mind, like, I'm always stunned at how many people want to buy a racing game. I know that sounds ridiculous, but, like, it's great. I'm very, very happy that there's this size of a market for something like that, but it just isn't like in the top thought for me. But it's probably like equivalent to like a Madden or the FIFA or something like that, right? Like it's probably still sort of in that same genre. And maybe that's why I don't think about it as much, because those games, they come out and millions and millions and millions of people buy them and we don't really talk about it, right? just because it's a sports game. We know what we're getting. Everybody knows what they're getting, and we kind of move on. The only time we talk about it is when there's like something technically wrong or there's something crazy, that happens in it in particular, like the giant robot thing, right? Like, so racing games are just fewer and far more between, I think. So when we see them come out, I'm like, oh, okay, and then you see the numbers and you're like, holy shunk, how like that many people are buying these games? Like, that's crazy. It's awesome. But good for them. I'm glad they're not like slacking, kind of like Madden has, right? Where they've really just dropped the ball over the years and gotten lazy. Like, they've never gotten lazy. And they are the kind of the kings of the racing genre, so that's pretty cool.
I agree. They definitely, man, they've been working hard, and I think it shows. The reputation, is pretty amazing. And like Matt even said, with another big game for them coming out later this year, holy shit, the studio is like, it's crazy that they have this much stuff coming out. But the next one, I guess, is out of their wheelhouse. It's definitely not something they're known for. But considering how good that they do at racing games and how good the engine looks, and they're using that same engine on Fable, man, the expectations seem pretty high. Don't you guys think?
I mean, I love the Dev Direct. That was what, because I had the same fear until I saw that Dev Direct, and it started to allay a lot of the fears because they really fixed, they really hit all the points, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and if they have to land it, they do have to land it. But given their track record and given the understanding of what they're trying to tackle, they have a good chance. And so, if they can get something that's, a close enough approximation of what they wanted to do originally, right? Because the tech just wasn't there when they were originally doing this, right? So there was a lot of promises for Fable, right? But now they actually kind of can do a lot of these things, right? And so we'll see. And they seem to check all those boxes. Hey, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. It's like, okay, this sounds good. It sounds really good. But hopefully they didn't hype us up for a letdown. But I don't know. I'm gonna trust this studio. They have they ever failed? All they've done is this game, though, right? It's Forza Horizon, but all of them have been very highly rated. I think they had one in the 80s, and that that's their lowest. It's okay, if that's the worst you've done, right? So I just hope the quality bar is there, and they are taking their time to make sure. Thank God that Xbox doesn't have this problem of they have to release it. They can take as much time as they need, and this studio just has this outside of things like Call of Duty and Candy Crush, this might be one of their most lucrative franchises they have. It's pretty crazy how many people buy and play that. Like you were saying, Holly, how many people buy this game is crazy. Racing games generally, I don't think they do these kind of numbers, but this one does. So shout out to them to do that. It gives them a lot of open time because they generate money.
Don't recognize Fable, then you know what's up.
Yeah. But yeah, so I mean they have the luxury because they get so much money off of this one, right? That they're like, hey, we generate money, give us time, right? Let us cook. So yeah, I hope they are doing the right things. It may also need a delay. If it does, fine. I don't care, because I'm just looking at that fall and I'm like, I don't know where you fit this in. I don't know. So if they can fit in Fable and it's ready to go, let's go. But look, they have this smash success this year already. If they need more time, and they look like they need a little bit more time to polish it up, don't release it anywhere near freaking GTA, and then don't release it after GTA. Put it out in next year, February or something. But yeah, I mean, look, the studio, it just seems to just keep doing well. It's pretty good that they do do this. Oh, we got Here we go. Let me put this up here. One Forza Horizon original 85, Forza Horizon 2 86, and then it just starts the 90s, right? So 91 for 3 and 92 for 4, 5 and 6. So pretty good for the ratings for Forza, right? So I'm hoping that we get something similar 80s to 90 for Fable as well. But yeah, I'm hoping good things here, right? It is a very different genre of game. That's true. But the caliber of this team has been pretty good. So, and I liked what I saw in the Dev Direct.
Yep. There you go.
Holly, your thoughts?
I just, yeah, I'm also surprised at, I mean, for me, Fable is super, super cool. And then I'm always surprised at how many people are just like on pins and needles waiting for Fable. I don't know why. That's another one. I'm like, it seems a little niche, but like the amount, everyone wants Fable. I haven't met a person who's like, Fable, whatever. Not a single one. Any of them. Every single person I've ever heard talk about Fable is just like, I can't wait for Fable. I can't wait. And I'm like, dang. Even people who never played the
Rates
originals
are a huge
and have no
look
connection
power
to
drop
them.
a year.
Yep. Sorry about that, Holly.
No, you're good. You're
Yeah.
good.
So, but yes. Real quick though, what he said, racers are huge in gaming, and look how it dropped this year. So I assume he's that they don't drop that often, and then, but this one is huge. It really is. It's one of the best. It really is. Sorry, Holly. Go ahead.
No, you're good. Yeah, I just I'm glad that Fable is. I think they had to have known that there was a massive amount of pressure on them when they agreed to take this on. The caliber of game that they were going to be required to put together, because all eyes are on Fable. Like all eyes are on Fable. And it's a good thing that Microsoft also owns like 22 other studios. So if they're not quite sure on how to do this part, there's somebody they can call, right?
Well,
so
remind me, I think it was this one that they were using the Diablo team to do the graphics or something, the cutscenes.
So.
Was that right?
Yeah, I think so.
Dude,
yeah.
This is the beauty of having that many studios, right? If they can pull off the image
and no
quality,
matter what
the
you
graphic
think about
quality,
Diablo, yes.
Yeah.
No matter what you think about Diablo, the cinematics from Blizzard,
the cinematics are just fantastic,
insane. Yeah,
yeah.
So, and I agree with you. I'm already like, it's May.
Oh,
We've
good.
got
WEBDAVE turn me off. I suck. Lol, you sound fine.
Just the thought of like, we're already in May. There's nothing coming, obviously, until at least the showcase, if there's anything dropping then. But that only leaves. Well, I think we know that Halo is in July. I think, right? Like that's the common thought. But then you've got Gears, which is just massive. And then
September.
You've got and then like you said, if GTA stays, and it seems I think GTA is staying in this year. I don't think it's moving. I could be wrong, but I don't think it's moving.
There's a leak of it already, right? So we know that it's supposedly coming.
Yes. And you've got a huge new
soon.
Call of Duty this year. Like the Call of Duty this year is going to be a really big one.
Yep.
Not like last year's.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then you've got Fable. And I don't know how you don't cannibalize your own studios and then also have GTA cannibalizing you if you're trying to cram all of those all in at the fall. But it's a good problem to have.
It is. It is. Unfortunately, for ponies, PlayStation doesn't have that problem. And another comment from FARK QUE.
If I interrupt Holly, won't you get mad at me? Playful face emoji.
Playful face emoji. I like how you have like the slightly British TTS too.
Yeah, exactly. It fits FARK QUE quite well. Right, I'll do you for that. That's all right. We'll play him and Arc Raiders again, and then we'll take him out back.
Agreed. This is very annoying, Dave.
Well, a lot of people really wanted it, and it also saved Hargeet from having to read so much. One of the things I need to work on, which I actually have it set up to do, it's just a matter of it's not quite calibrated right. I have a couple of people that are going to help me with the
Pausing.
that where you can pause it, where you can if you want to, but also if it'll let it roll like it does now, like King does on his show, King David. He has it set where it plays a little tune before it goes,
Yeah.
and it lets you know that it's coming, so the audience or the person who's speaking can hear the audible cue before it just starts.
Got it. Yeah.
And I'm talking on top of them. That's two of the things we're working on. I haven't got it worked out yet. Worst case scenario, hopefully when I sit with all these high-end tech people in LA, I'm going to be like, here's my laptop. Help me get this working right. We'll see. We shall see. So again, Holly, I apologize for that. If anything else that happens like this tonight, any interruptions we have, we're going to blame FARK QUE.
All right, I'm cool with that.
Everybody.
Can we go back and backdate some of the other
here we go.
ones too?
Here's
Would
another
this be tolerated in your radio days, Dave?
It depends on the show I was doing. Actually, if it was the an afternoon drive show and you were trying to get or especially at the morning show, holy Christ, yes, that would be, because that would be the spontaneity and the craziness that comes out of these. Yes, that would be tolerated then. But during a news show or something, no, no. But this is supposed to be a little bit of lighthearted fun. We're having fun, right? I'm having fun. Hope you're having fun. And of course, if you want to, you can put you can put either the FARK QUE emoji in the chat, which is actually there. So you can use FARK QUE's emoji. I'll do it now. There it is. That's FARK QUE's emoji, and amazing. He looks just like that in real life. Just kidding. Oh, I know, Afro. You're totally cool, my friend. Totally cool. But all right. So as we start to oh, here we go. What's up, Mac?
Me personally, I'm waiting on E-Day and Expanse.
Agreed. Those are both going to be great games. Oh my gosh. Yes.
All right. So we have like 10 minutes with Holly, I think.
Oh
no,
got an
you
hour.
till 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Your time, not
Yeah.
my time.
Yep.
8
Yeah.
o'clock your time. Good,
Yep.
good. We got time then.
So let's All
right. So should we move on to the next one?
Well,
oh my gosh, look at this. It's
yeah.
coming later to PlayStation. It'll be enhanced on PS5 Pro. Stop having fun.
Yeah. That meme is so realistic. From if you listen to some of the chats out there, some of the quote unquote pony channels are already talking about how, because they know it's coming, so they don't want to slam on it too much because they're excited for it because they have nothing. And Saros, they want to try and get the Saros is not doing as good as they'd hoped. And yeah, there we go. For whatever reason, I believe it's because
if the 1.2 million is true, that means it absolutely outsold Saros, and that's before it launched. So yikes.
Oh yeah, and it's like
Saros is
300.
pretty niche though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a shooter game. It's a
twin. It's a Souls-like, roguelike. It's not Souls-like. It's roguelike.
What's up, Spartan?
Whatever.
Bullet hell, whatever wannabe game.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah.
And go ahead, Holly. Go ahead.
Isn't it trending about the same as
Returnal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it is.
I mean, all right, not to cut the narrative, but like I think it's doing what they expected it to do.
Right.
I guess
it's
so. I don't know.
probably-
I don't know what they
it's-
expect. So
It's probably pretty good for a game to create. I mean, it's not a sequel, but let's face it, it's basically a sequel, right? Just different character and etc. So for them to have people be willing to at least have the same pool of people to buy a second one, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people don't necessarily get excited for a second. But
And from what I've heard, that this new one, which I had not played, I bought the original one when I used to actually play my PlayStation 5, which I don't anymore. Collect stuff. I should probably sell it now that it's worth so much before somebody realizes how much it's not worth. Just saying. Yeah, you're right. Hargeet was smart. He got rid of his. Yeah.
but hey, it went up in price, so you might get more now.
It's true. very true.
It's true.
Let's see here. But the point is that it's, how can I say it? Like when all right, so when the first game Returnal first came out, it was hard as shit. They didn't have the save points
And they
that
didn't have
weren't
the
really
saves.
there.
Yeah.
Right, you had to start like all the way over again in certain areas, and it was really tough. And they made some tweaks and changes to it. So not say dumbed it down, but they made it a little more accessible. Well, apparently this new game, which has the same type principles, different storyline, but they've really dumbed it down. In other words, so it's not you.
Well, they made a big deal during the trailers to show like, you can die in this game and get back up. We promise. Like they made that thing where they were like, there's a second death or second life or whatever.
Yep.
Peachy Maverick with the joke here. Saros is PlayStation's new Uncharted.
Yeah. And it's funny how some people have been saying, you're like, oh, you know, PlayStation still has big franchises like Uncharted. And like, I don't know if you remember not a few years ago when they said they're actually getting away from Uncharted completely. They said they're done with that series. So not
technically from Last of Us as well. They're not doing that either. So not according to Neil.
They're working on Last of Us 3.
Yeah, are they? Maybe.
I mean, Neil said they're not doing it.
So we'll see.
Then there was something that came out after that where he was kind of being cheeky about it.
Yeah, probably because they probably took it to the woodshed and said, look, mister, you're going to make this damn game. You're under contract. So who knows? Who knows? Well, all right. So I guess we've over 200 people are watching us live. Thank you all so much for joining us. Please hit the subscribe button if you'd like to continue to watch us in the future. Make sure you don't miss any episodes. And then, of course, the like button if you like this episode. And let's change the subject just a little bit. Hargee, let's we kind of hinted on this earlier, and so there's a lot of back and forth. But let's see. It's just one of the many things that we've seen. So this is from Grand Theft Auto Informer is the particular thing. So this is what they're saying. The rumor is. You want to read that part?
Sure. So I guess it was an actual thing, though, right? Their Best Buy thing. But anyway, so tomorrow, Rockstar releases GTA 6 pre-orders alongside Trailer 3, and everyone is happy. Or nothing happens. Rockstar faked the Best Buy leak for free hype, and the community starts rioting.
Yeah. So, and of course, they're pretty pumped up about it, but at least they show both copies. That's good. and then somebody from the Arc Raiders community it's really good. If it was faked, people are going to riot on that. That's true. That's very true. So I don't know. I mean, there's definitely I think that I think we're probably going to hear something soon, and you might as well get out ahead of it. It's just, my personal thoughts. I think that they are going to do something. Would it be something that they talk about at the Summer Game Fest? Maybe they'll wait till that, because that would be, I'm sure Jeff's probably like chomping at the bit. Please wait, please.
They don't need it. They don't need it.
No, they don't
need it, right? So, but yeah, I think that we're already talking about it. It's a stupid leaked image. It's in its own world. Whenever they release the information, it'll be everywhere. So I'm sure it'll be fine. Like, they don't need anybody's stage.
No, you're right, but it couldn't hurt, especially if he was doing it for free, because it would help him.
Keeley would have to pay them
exactly
to come on his show. Like, that would.
Yeah.
Yep. And there's now, go ahead.
Alternatively, what I would rather happen is Xbox pays them to put them in the June showcase. That's what I would rather see. Because if you really want to compete, get this game.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And of course, people are seeing all the Sony has the marketing. I don't think that we know 100% that they do, because they've even made comments in their statement that maybe not even Grand Theft Auto can save their sales for this year. And they said that in their own report that they just had a couple of weeks ago, their own earnings report. Depending on the sales numbers for for Grand Theft Auto, it may not be enough to turn things around. That's why they started forecasting lower, and Bungie really hurt them, Hargeet.
Well, yeah, there is that, right? $750 million gone, plus the rest.
Yep.
Not good. Not good.
No, not good at all. Oh goodness. So your guys, what do you think? Are you ready for a teaser, or I guess the final trailer with hopefully gameplay footage and an actual, like able to reserve your copy? And if it is available tomorrow to reserve, are you going to reserve it, Holly?
I'm not a good person to ask about GTA because I've never played any GTA ever. So I have
Really pays for some
zero.
mods? Oh, show.
No
Yeah,
show.
he does. He does. That would be fun if he did.
Yeah. No, I've never played a GTA. So my base knowledge or the hype factor that everybody has for this game, I have none of that. I have nothing to I have no perspective to give to you except that I know GTA is massive. I am going to play 5 before 6 comes out. And I probably will pre-order 6 just because it's the thing that everybody's doing and I want to be cool too. So
well, you're already cool. Don't worry about that.
I'll probably do it. I'll play 5 this summer so that when it comes out this fall, then I can play it at the same time and not be the person who said that they've never played any GTA game. So,
like you are now.
Yeah.
Right. There we go. There we go. Did you see the comment from FARK QUE? It's on the screen.
Yes. Hold on.
Oh, yep. There we go. All right. So Hargeet, we'll let you take over. Holly had to.
Nice.
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
Spin it.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was the best thing I've ever bought.
It's awesome, by the way. It's very awesome.
It's super cool.
Very much so. Very much so. And then, I didn't even put that together. That's what I thought he meant, like just spin it as in like a positive spin. That's what I thought. So I don't know. I'm tired.
Somebody in the chat was asking. They were like, "Can I have that?" And I was like, so that's why he saw it and he was like, because I said, "Oh, it spins too." So
I got you.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That makes a little more contextual sense. Sorry as I ramble on. Goodness. Hargeet, your thoughts?
Yeah. So the only question is like, are they actually going to put the pre-order out? What is the price? And then are there going to be editions? And I assume there are going to be like several editions. And will there be some collector's thingy that people will want to order? And will it be that minute and therefore it'll sell out in like 5 milliseconds? Nobody will get it because half of them will go to freaking scalpers. I don't know. Like so that's the thing you look forward to. Outside of that, it'll be available for digital, right? So whenever you're ready, you can certainly buy it on either console. But yeah, it's coming, right? So I'm still not sure if I'm gonna get the Xbox version or if I'm gonna wait for the PC version to come out, but we'll see. I don't know. Like it's not like it's that big a deal. Like I will just buy it and play it, but I may just want to like wait till the PC version. So
have they ever done a console for a GTA release?
Like a
console for a GTA release?
Yeah, like
what do you mean? Like make the console?
Like the Gears
Not
console.
Oh, you mean like a? Yeah, I gotcha.
Like
I gotcha.
A bundle special edition.
Like where they actually have like a graphics on the console, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they have a GTA version. No, I don't think so.
For either
bundle for obviously bundles did exist, yes, but like I don't know if they've done an actual GTA console. I'm not sure. I don't think so.
That would sell consoles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, whoever can bundle it, that would be awesome, right? Now, Xbox has their own big game, which is Call of Duty. They could bundle that and get something there. They just did a bundle deal with Forza, so it's still up there, by the way. So if anybody wants to buy it,
do you think that Asha's bound to the same parody stuff that Phil implemented when he was going through the ABK thing?
Well, that was settled in trial, wasn't it?
No. So these were contracts that they wrote, and the regulators just sort of accepted it. But the contract terms, I don't think stipulate that they have to have like everything. They can't gimp the game. They can't make the game non-functional in some way on the other platforms.
But he also volunteered that anything that Xbox players had, PlayStation players would also have access to.
He
as far as,
verbally,
like, cosmetics and stuff.
Yeah, he verbally said that.
Right.
But that doesn't mean that that's the contract terms. So I don't know that there aren't going to be special circumstances where they could do custom things per platform, for instance, right? Maybe there's some reason to have, PlayStation characters on the PlayStation version and Xbox characters on the Xbox version of COD. That could totally happen, or Nintendo, characters. So I think that's still open. I still haven't seen the Switch version, right? So that contract was signed, and I don't see anything yet. So hopefully that comes sometime. But the contract's there. I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, no. To your point, contracts are just contracts. They're not like laws.
Celebrate
There's always an out clause.
Yeah, always.
There's always potential to update them. And if they make any changes to it, yes, regulators might be a little leery-eyed to say, okay, well, what did you do? But they can always just submit them and say, look, we're changing just certain pieces. They're obviously going to release the game everywhere. Call of Duty is not it's not going to get taken off of other platforms.
No, I was just thinking about your bundle idea, because obviously that would drive influence.
Oh yeah,
and I'm all for having timed exclusivity on features and stuff like that they used to do before with Call of Duty anyway, right? So whatever they used to do before, have that, but this time for your own platform, right? You own it, so you do it for your own platform and say you will get these features here first and best. Remember that? Yeah, right. First and best on Xbox, and then you move it to other platforms. So I think that's totally fair.
Another comment.
Another one.
We got FH2, FH3, FH4, FH5, and FH6 before GTA 6.
Very, very true. Very true.
That's pretty funny, isn't it?
That's funny.
But yeah, so I wouldn't mind if they did that. But either way, I guess, I don't know. I think there's ways around it, in other words. So to your point of, can they do things like that? Yes, I think the contracts still allow that.
I'm hoping that there's some way that Asha, even if quote unquote, they don't have the marketing rights to put a sticker on every box that they sell, or plaster it all over their page on their store, that somehow they can at least get across the message that, the most affordable place to play GTA 6 is, if you wanted to upgrade from your old system because it doesn't play on your last generation, if you want to get the current generation, the best way to get into current generation is going to be on the Microsoft, Series S, because of the price. And then maybe even then do some kind of, which they didn't do last year, some kind of holiday bundle, some kind of deal around the holidays, Black Friday. Holy shit, that would be amazing. Had several
million. They have consoles to sell, right? If they have the inventory. But I mean, yeah, I don't know how it's going to be such a difficult thing for them to be able to write a big enough check to say, no, I want to be able to market this as well, right? So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Another on the same game, slightly different topic. Holly, we'll get your thoughts on this too, but we'll let Hargeet read this little comment, and then apparently it's a story that was on Insider Gaming.
Yeah, this one's interesting to me, but okay. So Insider Gaming, GTA 6 review copies won't be distributed. It's claimed. Okay.
Well, two reasons.
Thought.
One would be they don't need to, because the game's gonna say everybody wants to buy it anyway. And two, if it gets out review copies, then that's going to be all kinds of leaks, story plots, all that kind of stuff that can come out ahead of time that they don't want out until it's actually released for everybody.
Well, I have reasons to think otherwise, but Holly, what do you think?
I love this. I do, because GTA is, it's bigger than any one single thing. But my first thought was, they don't need to do that. Why do they need to do that, right? Like, they just have no reason to have to do that. And I think it's kind of cool to have the zeitgeist game of all games come out on the same day for everyone, including reviewers, and everybody gets their hands on it first, and they just go, right? There is a little bit of, I wonder, Hargeet, if this is, I'm just curious if this is what you're thinking, is that if there are things in this game that are going to stir up, I mean, people get stirred up anyway, but if there's things in this game that are going to stir up certain mob style people, the mentalities of whatever group it is, that if they're worried about any of that, I don't think they should be worried about that, right? The GTA kind of surpasses all of that kind of stuff. But if there's anything like that that's going to come out and then have all of the controversy stuff, it won't matter. They've already sold it to 25 billion people, right? So it doesn't, they don't care. But I just think it's really cool to have this one singular game that's so huge that like 90% of the gaming population is waiting for, to just come and let everybody experience it at the same time on the first day, and let you form your own opinion before hearing the opinions of other people to sort of flavor your opinion raw.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think it's cool. I love the idea.
You tiptoed around that very well. Hargeet, your thoughts?
Yeah, so my specific issue is the Game Awards. If you don't put out review copies early enough, then there's no chance that they'll be able to put it in within a reasonable amount of time, right? So there's an early cutoff for Game of the Year, which is usually like early November. They could push it a little bit, but ultimately, if you don't put in review copy, it's. I don't know how they get reviews done.
Cares? I don't think they care.
They 100%. Don't tell me any dev
about
that works on something doesn't. Yes, 100%.
I don't think they're
absolutely gonna care. They're gonna care. Like we may not care, but if your life is I make games and it's like there are awards for people who make them,
Comment coming in.
What if MS can get right to run GTA 6 on xCloud?
They should be able to.
I would think so.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I 100% think they're going to care. And so if they don't put out those review copies, it's going to be very tough to make it for this year. And then that becomes a big headache for them for next year. So I don't know. I think that's a bad idea. I think they should definitely do review copies so that people can play this. Look, you probably need like 3 to 4 weeks to get a good understanding of the game, right? Yeah. Even if you're just doing it full time, maybe 2 weeks. How do you minimize that, right? By saying I'll give you 3 days, because I think the deadline's like before Turkey Day or something like that. It's very, very tough to get this done within like a few days.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see it. So that's a terrible idea.
Oh,
They don't care. They remember RDR2 versus GAO.
No. We think that. I guarantee you the developers care. Guaranteed.
Well,
Guaranteed.
to be clear, I think anybody who works in any industry cares about the accolades that they could get from the game.
Absolutely.
That they make. But I don't think the company cares. That's the difference. The company
you mean
doesn't.
Take-Two doesn't care, but I still think that's
They
not
don't
true
care.
either, because they'll get to put that on their box. Game of the Year winner.
I just think that GTA is probably one of the only exceptions where it doesn't matter if they won a single award or not.
@day_easy celebrates 23 months of membership.
Time to break out my tiny violin. Saras is drowning in its own Saras. PlayStation.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Dayreezy is so creative. Congratulations, Dayreezy. You have got that shit figured out, my friend. That was hilarious. I'm sorry, Holly.
Is that a YouTube
That was
thing?
good.
It's
Never
TTS.
seen that.
Yeah, so in TTS you can build your own narrative. That's why the directions.
Dude, that's amazing.
Yep.
That's amazing.
@Velzy celebrates 7 months of membership.
There you go. So that's one of the reasons why we do TTS. I just got to get the quirks worked out a little bit, so it's not so abusive to run over the show during the middle of the conversation. I apologize for that, but yeah, that's how much fun it can be. Good job, Dayreezy. Pretty funny. So one thing I want, Hargeet, and I don't want to cut you off because I know you got something else to say. But on Holly's point, review copies, who needs them? And you're thinking, they want the review copies out there. Oh, shoot, we got another one real quick.
To six to 6 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 to 6.
Yeah, I know it is GTA 6, GTA 6. I think if you capitalized all the GTA, I think it would probably have read it better. And if you put a different voice on it, some of the different voices read stuff differently. So, but I get what you're saying. GTA 6, exactly. So there's review copies that they go out to like everybody, like CD keys and stuff like that, or was it Keymaker? I think is what it is. A lot of different. Emailer, sorry. There are a lot of different places that do, not CD keys, Keymailer, a lot of different places that do like reviews and stuff where just about anybody, if you are patient enough, can get like review copies for stuff. I'm thinking that maybe if they did do reviews for the Game Awards, that they could actually narrow those review copies down to strictly the members that will get have a vote. Because
fair enough, right? 100%, they could do that, and that's fine. But I think they will do that. I think they will want to have that.
But doesn't that make sense though? If they did that, if that was the case, like you said, they would eliminate both things. Because then, if there was any leaks, it would have to be somebody directly from his show that did it, and they would be,
It's not from Keeley's show, by the way. Like they have various outlets, including Paris, by the way, who's one of them. Yes. That get to do the reviews that get to do the nominations for Keeley.
They're on.
So
they're
all listed.
People. Yes.
Yeah, they're all listed. You can see them. So it's those people, but they're not Keeley's people. They're all different organizations.
But what I'm saying is they're under that umbrella of that particular group of people. So in other words, I wouldn't get a copy to review. You wouldn't get a copy to review.
I don't get review copies anyway. So.
But like Paris, who we know, would get a copy because he has a vote. That would make sense, right?
Yeah. I mean, selective review thingy is just it's something that happens anyway. So that's up to them, right? But I don't think they would. I don't think they should do the no review. That's a bad idea.
Yeah. Holly, any last thoughts on this?
No, I still love nobody having the game until everybody has the game.
Yeah,
it's just it never happens, right? And this game is so big that it would kind of just be cool that like nobody in the world saw it until the same time.
Yeah,
it'd be a unique instance.
It would definitely be.
But that's
unique.
taking not into account everything that Hargeet brought. But I think that would be cool.
He does bring some good points, doesn't he?
Damn it, Hargeet.
Whatever. You're funny. Hargeet eating those meddling kids, right? No, I'm just kidding.
Those meddling kids, exactly.
Yeah. All right. So a lot of different ways we could go. Let's here's a little short one.
Let's do the controller. Let's do the controller.
Do that. We can do that.
The leaks of Xbox's new controllers.
And they are everywhere. Let me get that story. That's actually a little further down the list. Give me a second. But yeah. And there's a couple of different controllers, not just one, right?
Yeah, it's 2 controllers. I don't know if you've seen anything about this, Holly, yet.
Yeah, I saw the what's it called? Premiere?
There's the Elite 3, and then there's the cloud controller. So this is the cloud one.
Yep.
I haven't seen the cloud one. Okay.
So you want to
So is
talk
that
about
really
that
just
one?
more to pair with like your phone or something? Like I'm more
It
like
can
a
pair with
travel
whatever,
controller?
but so it's
Are
going to
you
do
choosing?
Bluetooth. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead. I'll just read it. So Tom Warren, it looks like Microsoft's new Xbox Cloud gaming controller just leaked. A Brazilian regulator has published photos of an unreleased Xbox controller, and it includes Wi-Fi connectivity. Details below, right? And so it has Bluetooth, so it can connect to your PC. I don't know if it has the Xbox wireless protocol. So if it does not, then you probably can't connect it to your console. But that would seem kind of odd. So I would expect it still has that. And then it also has Wi-Fi directly to the cloud.
Interesting. Very interesting. Would you buy one of these, Hargeet? I mean, would you have any use for this?
If it connects to the console, yes. And the reason is I think it's easier to give to my nephew to have that than the normal controller for now. And like have him like play around with it. And I'm hoping it's not, I would expect it to be cheaper. So hopefully it'll be a reasonable thing. I just like, here, just try this and play around. And if it works, great. If not, whatever, right? But
what's the age of your nephew, if you don't mind me asking?
he'll be about 4 now in a month or so. Yeah.
That's cool. So he's at the age where games are they're exciting to him.
They're exciting, yes. But it's like, can he actually play them, right? And so it's
Right.
like training, teaching, how do you actually use a controller,
Mhm.
etc., right? And so this has a very SNES-like looking feel, right? It looks like a Nintendo controller, but it's still the thumbsticks, it's still the bumpers and the triggers, so you still have everything there, but it's in a more compact form, it looks like. So but yeah, it looks like that could be a useful thing for a child to start playing, right? So Nintendo tends to do well with that because they usually have that form fitting for kids. So
we have a comment and then we'll get Holly's comments.
My niece carries a Fire Stick. This fixes all that.
Yep. I'll get a Fire Stick one myself, just so I can stream in another room my games. So Holly, your thoughts on this? You said you hadn't seen this before, so there you go. And this is still rumored.
BT Maverick said it exactly. It looks like the 8-bit
8-bit
controllers.
no?
Yeah, it looks exactly like that. I guess it's gonna it's a part of the other one as well. They said there was a cloud button on the other one. I guess I was kind of surprised with all of the stuff that came up about the other controller, because I hadn't seen this one, that there wasn't more, I guess, pushback or like commentary from the community about, why are you giving us a cloud controller? Nobody wants to play on the cloud. What are you doing? Like the whole thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
What are you gonna say, Hargeet?
I was just going to say that, like, at least the Elite 3, it's all 3. So it will absolutely connect to your console.
Yeah,
it will connect to PC, and it has cloud. It's just an option available.
Yeah. But it just kind of shows that they're very all in on the cloud stuff, when I feel like the community isn't asking for them to be very in on the cloud stuff. Just a comment, I think we all think that in the future, right, cloud gaming can be an extremely viable thing. But
Yeah.
I just don't know that it's really what anybody's asking for at the moment. So it seems a little early for some of this stuff, but that's fine. I mean, I'm sure that this controller will have a perfectly reasonable application for someone. Otherwise, they wouldn't be making them.
Yeah.
It looks very travel friendly, which is nice. The ergonomics on it, I would be interested to see how it feels, because you know the nice thing about the Xbox controllers is they're really weighted nicely,
Mm-hmm.
and they have those like nice I don't know, shoulders, arms, the you know how you grab them, right?
Mm-hmm.
The big honky parts on the bottom. They just fit well, and I think they fit male and female hands pretty well. They're very well done. This doesn't really look like it has a lot of like holding on to it grip, so obviously it looks a lot lighter too, which makes sense if you're trying to travel with something like that on the go.
You can fit that in your
But,
pocket.
Yeah, it very easily goes in your backpack, and I suspect it's probably pretty cheap too. So if you're traveling with it a lot, it's going to get banged up and stuff. So there's low cost for replacement if necessary.
Yeah. And your comment about do we really need it is like nobody really knew we needed a hard drive until the original Xbox had one included with it. You know what I'm saying? And then it became the standard that all systems have now because it worked and proved itself. And it's like, if this is really, because I think, and you correct me if I'm wrong, Hargee, but didn't like Stadia, their controller that a lot of people really liked, you would connect through the Wi-Fi, so you could, the latency was next to nothing because you were actually you were in the Wi-Fi instead of having to go through the system. You were playing through the Wi-Fi to play.
It will reduce the Bluetooth Wi-Fi latency, right? So Bluetooth would add some latency to it, not a lot, but it would add some latency. This would eliminate that piece. You're still going to have latency. There's no way around that,
right?
But
if it tightens it up, it makes it almost understandable. That's a win-win, right? And supposedly even the regular controllers we're going to get in the future for what is it, the Helix, that maybe those new controllers, that'll be one of the advantages to that it'll also have that option where you can actually do that with that controller. Even though you're playing through your console, you can because a lot of people sit back on the couch and instead of having to connect it with Bluetooth, you can just connect right into the servers online, which I don't know, could be a good thing. Hargee, any more comments on this, and I'll skip to the other controller.
Yeah, no, I mean, it looks like it's an interesting. We'll have to see the price point of it, right? So it's intended for a certain type of audience. I'm still concerned about the not connecting to the console thing. So if it doesn't connect to the console, that's a pretty big fail for me. I don't see why that would be the case, but if they aren't, then they aren't.
I see it as a nice add-on to like a ROG Ally X or something like that, where you don't necessarily want to hold the console and play it, but you don't want to carry another large controller. This little one could just, pop in your bag pretty easily.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, here's the other leak. Hargee, do you want to?
Yeah. So there's equivalently, they showcase the potential new Elite 3. And this one, it doesn't list it, but it does have the ability to do connection to your console, but it has Wi-Fi 6 just so it connects to cloud as well. Bluetooth. Again, they don't list the Wi-Fi for the wireless for Xbox, but whatever. The 3.5mm jack on the bottom. Interchangeable D-pad just like we have now with the Elites. Paddles just like we have now with the Elites, but 2 new scroll wheels on the bottom next to the 3.5mm jack connector. There's 2 scroll wheels. It's kind of interesting. Trigger locks just like we have now. A new pair button that can switch between local mode and cloud mode. and then a removable, rechargeable battery. It's not something like you just slide up and open up the battery, compartment. You have to like unscrew it or whatever, but it is replaceable. And then it's a smaller one too. That's kind of a little disappointing, but I mean, the current one lasts like forever, so maybe this still will last like slightly less than forever, but it'll still be good. We'll see. But what they don't list here is any of the potential new capabilities, like do they do haptics or anything like that.
Right.
Just looking at the design, you can see the share button there. So they do have that now, right? So you now have that ability. I don't know where the profiles are. Maybe it's one of those scroll wheel thingies. Gives you your profiles, but right now you can toggle between different profiles on your Elite 2. So I don't know if that functionality is being rescinded or if it's actually being put somewhere else. So just have to kind of see what they're doing with it.
Yeah, and there's a little more detail on the pairing buttons if you want to.
Yeah.
So, or you could go local or cloud. So interesting. Yes, this is a different language, so some of it's not all there. So, and of course, there's some English in there as well, but not. So this is, I guess, where it came from, and some of the close-ups to that.
Yep.
So, and it's just supposedly prototype pictures. So, some people, so would it look, more like that, or what would it look like? We don't really know.
There's other ones that have it with the rubber grips, so I don't know.
Let's see. There
That's the one. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. This is more like the Elite. That's what they usually have.
Mm-hmm. And then, go ahead, Holly.
It looks weird, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks a little different.
It looks shaped differently somehow. Like on the bottom, I think it's got a longer, like, face. I don't know. It looks like the proportions are a little bit different, or the sides have a steeper angle or something. I'm not sure. It looks off to me. I don't know. It looks strange. Hargeet, we're
Let's
twins.
see. Oh, here you go. You guys up there. Right, and there's Holly's. There you go. Yeah.
There you go. We're twins. I don't know. It just looks like the proportions are a little bit different. I don't know. It could be me. But I also, the battery, that's a huge problem. I don't think it's a little problem. I think it's a huge problem that it would be smaller unless they find a way to just optimize that it uses less power. I don't even know how you would do that. But I love my Elite controllers. I think they're pretty absolutely fantastic. And I had the Elite 2, the first Elite 2, the one that they first came out with is just black. I had that one for 5-6 years before I ever started to have any kind of problem with it. And I had a little bit of stick drift. That's what I started to have. I don't know. Maybe I just lucked out because I know other people have had different problems with theirs. But I don't know. I hope this is. I heard also that this is maybe a third, like third additional style controller. It's not the actual Elite. The Elite is still going to be a separate thing. This is going to be kind of a in between, right? You've got your basic controller, you've got that cloud controller, you've got the Elite, and then you've got this like mid tier. So if that's the case, then maybe that makes sense that the battery's a little smaller, et cetera, et cetera. But I really want the haptic feedback. I love, you can dog on Sony all you want, but the haptic feedback in the DualSense is freaking fantastic. It's really, really good. I don't know what they're going to do. The thing this doesn't address is if you are going to go towards a more haptic interface, I hate the microphone on the DualSense. I don't want a microphone on my controller Never, ever, ever should that be a thing.
Mhm.
As far as, but I do like the little speaker in it, because I do feel like if it's utilized well, that it does add to gameplay. And then there's also,
it looks like there's a speaker port on this one. There's a little hole at the bottom that
Okay.
looks like it might be a speaker thing. And
well,
in
and that
there,
might be one of the wheels too, right? For
yeah,
the
right
volume of the
there. Right,
actual-
yeah, right there. Yeah, there you go. There is a little speaker thing right there. I don't know if it's gonna be a speaker or not, but so it's
Well,
possible.
that would make sense that maybe one of those rollers is the volume of the controller itself, maybe.
That's what I've heard. Maybe you
But
were
then-
control the volume of the game and then control the volume of your headset.
But the other thing that the DualSense has that I don't see anywhere on here is a tap pad, the touch pad.
Yes.
So I don't know, maybe they just decided that wasn't worth it. They're not doing it. I don't know. But it does add, that adds some I don't know, additional gameplay elements that Sony's been able to utilize. So I don't know. I was hoping to see that maybe in some form on this. Maybe they found a way to make the D-pad be interactive in some different way, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. These leaks sometimes you see
Yep.
things and then you're like, meh, it doesn't come out like that at all.
Right. Exactly. That's why they're prototypes a lot of times, right? So it could be anything. These big pictures, who knows? Maybe this is something they've already moved on from, and that's kind of why that somebody got their hands on some pictures like this, because this is something that's no longer going to be used. Who knows at this point? But hopefully we're going to hear some announcements coming up at the showcase. Maybe that would be a good time to announce some of this stuff, don't you think? I'm just saying. Yeah. I'm just
Sure.
wishful thinking, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Not that I've heard
So
anything.
the other thing that's not there is on my Elite, I use the chat pad, and so that connector is gone. So can't do that anymore. So that's kind of disappointing. But
yeah, I've got that same chat pad too. It's pretty handy, especially when you're like playing something like Diablo or something like that. When you just want to type to somebody real quick,
Well, it also it works on the PC as well, so it becomes my keyboard on the PC.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. I didn't know that did that.
So.
Yep. You want to read Hargeet's comments real quick?
I mean, FARK QUE's.
Hargeet.
FARK QUE. For someone like me that repairs electronics, having built-in batteries is a nightmare long-term, because when those failing batteries don't work anymore, you're left with third-party batteries. So you like this or don't like that? I don't know. So the batteries, I don't know how they were working on the previous one, if they were actual batteries or if they were like little packs that are all over the controller that paste up in certain areas. I'm not sure how they were doing it with the so I've just never seen the inside of the Elite, but in this case it's replaceable, but it's something you still have to open the thing up. And I think this is because EU has laws that require that now, that you have to have replaceable.
Yeah, I think like the PlayStation 5 controller, it's once that you have to physically take that thing apart and buy an extra battery. And do they even sell them that way? I don't know. They usually probably say just throw the controller away and buy a new one. If it quits working or quits charging. So
yeah,
that seems like you could even have one on the charger and one ready to go. So like when you're playing, pull it off, slap in a new battery, put the other one back on the charger, and keep playing. Endless fun, right? Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's at least we have something coming. That'd be kind of cool if it actually comes out. So both seem interesting. Definitely interested in getting the 3 if it connects to an Xbox. If that feature is not there, well then I don't I don't know what the heck the purpose.
You're
is.
like, I'm out.
I'm out. Yeah, it's like, what's the point? Like at that point, why am I buying it?
Exactly. Yeah, it's I don't know, lots of thoughts. So let's do a short little one real quick, and then we'll go from there. Speaking of the show coming up in less than 3 weeks. Wow, That's crazy. To 3 weeks from today. Holy shit. Yay. Oh man, I love LA. All right, so anyway, let's share this one and bring this up, and this little small little story broke kind of about the Gears game and what we can expect from the new Gears, and how they're gonna incorporate a classic weapon that wasn't there from the very beginning. The origin story, maybe, and could be cool.
The Lancer Chainsaw origin story has officially been confirmed by the Coalition.
I hate it when it does this. Why? You sit on something so long and it just sits there and does that. Let me reload this real quick. See if I can get it to play better. One more time.
The Lancer Chainsaw origin story has officially been confirmed by the Coalition Studio to be in Gears of War E-Day. In an Xbox One interview with Nicole Fawcett, the brand director at the Coalition on E-Day, she mentioned that it is a story of many origins, including the Lancer Chainsaw origins, by stating it doesn't currently exist in that period, but it's not a Gears game if you're not chainsawing Locust. Nicole then followed that up with an interview with IGN sharing hints about the evolution of Gears' most iconic weapon, the Chainsaw Lancer, which was a product born of necessity in the E-Day era by saying, E-Day is the origin story of many things, including the Chainsaw Lancer. We see it was actually built after the fact, since there was no weapons that could pierce their super thick hides. We tell the story of how that came to be, and yes, you will get to use it too. If you're a hardcore Gears of War fan, then you will know that the Chainsaw origin story isn't technically new, but actually old and originally included in the Gears of War Jacinto Remnant book novel, which initially had it taking place 1 year after Emergence Day. However, it looks like that timeline is being retconned to take place around E-Day itself, with the Mark II Lancer assault rifle featuring the chainsaw bayonet not being created by Adam Phoenix until around the Hammer Strikes. And Nicole confirming that the Chainsaw Lancer will be usable by the player around E-Day must mean that either the Mark II Lancer has been retconned also, or we get to use some type of prototype Lancer chainsaw. We'll just have to wait and see. Are you excited for Gears of War E-Day's Lancer Chainsaw origin story? Drop a like, click the follow button, and check out my YouTube channel for more E-Day videos. It's just like the Coalition have said, E-Day wouldn't be a Gears of War game if we weren't chainsawing Locust.
There you go. Your thoughts on this, Hargeet, to excite you? Is it?
Yeah, I mean, the whole point of having like this kind of a prequel, especially like this one, is going to be to have all these origin things happen, right? So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do with it, right? That's the whole point of this. So, I'm sure this plus many other things that we're gonna, get to visit, right, and see what's going on and how it started, right? So, yeah, good stuff. Hopefully they land this one too, but we'll see what happens.
I definitely hope so. Holly, your thoughts?
That's very exciting. I think Gears is probably my favorite Xbox franchise. I love Gears. Like, as far as like the core, franchise, I love Gears. And so that's probably I'm more excited for Gears E-Day than I am for Fable. But I'm really excited to see. Plus, I'm sure Cliffy B has some thoughts about this too, right? Because he was the one that created the Lancer back in the day. So we'll see what they do with it. I'm glad to see that. I mean, he's right. You can't play a Gears game and not have a chainsaw Lancer. Like, it's just not a thing. Like, that's not, like, you have to have it. It's the iconic weapon. So it's good that they're gonna have it there, and that they're, at least, even though they're gonna retcon it, at least they're trying to show, like, start without it and have some of the baseline history around E-Day, and then just kind of move it up a little bit so that people can play with it. I think everybody would be disappointed if it wasn't in there, because people who don't care about the actual, like, lore and all the history around Gears and the story that's there, they're going to be like, well, what the hell? Where's the chainsaw Lancer? Like, that's the best. That's so much fun, right? Like, how am I going to do these really cool finishers where I cut him in half without, so if you don't have that the whole time, I think that would be a disappointment. I think it was a must for them to do that.
Yeah, I agree with that too. It's I mean, it's iconic. Yeah, it's definitely the thing that, and obviously it almost seems synonymous with it now. In other words, I can't imagine without it, right?
It's like that in Hammer of Dawn. Like, you always think, well, these are Gears weapons, right? Like, these are the ones.
Exactly.
Kind of like how you think about I don't know the names of stuff in Halo, but the sword, the energy sword.
Right.
Right.
Oh, of course, I'm trying to pull something up and I just can't get to it in time. All right, so let me just show you this. So, but Hargeet is really good with the chainsaw. I don't know if y'all seen this or not, but she's amazing with the lance. He like cut them all up there. Yeah, and then there's this one. Look at it. Yeah, Hargeet not messing around. Not messing around at all. I do love those. Thanks to FARK QUE for those generated images. They are awesome for sure. Yeah, and they'll actually be part of our new business cards that we'll be passing out at the show. There actually was another. Here it is. Finally found it. All right, so let me. I'll share the screen real quick and bring this up. I think this is kind of cool myself. Oh goodness. There we go. And add the screen because Holly is a big fan of Gears too, right? There we go. There we go. Yeah, it's the crew right there.
That's the crew.
That's right. Right there, Gay Asante, myself, Hargeet, FARK QUE, that's ladies and gentlemen, FARK QUE, and Epic Treasure, and WEBDAVE, and Korkenstein. Right there, ready to shred heads and have some fun. Taking on the Locust one day at a time.
It's not Silent Cypher. They look like twins, but it's not Silent Cypher. It's FARK QUE.
It does look like Silent Cypher a lot, but no, that is FARK QUE. Anyway, yes, I can say that as much as I want. Oh goodness, there we go. Let me actually save that image to my desktop, so that won't happen again if I ever need to pull it up. All right, I got too many computers, man. Too many computers I'm bouncing around on. All right, so and close that. Where do we want to go next, my friend? We've got about less than 20 minutes, and we still got some more topics. Well, this might be a good one, at least so you can figure out where you want to go next, and that is dun, dun, dun. Console updates.
Yeah, a lot of these coming nowadays, right? That's pretty cool. So available for Xbox insiders, new Xbox console updates bring updated boot up, gamer score badges, and more.
Yep. Nice. Looking good. And then these amazing looking images here. I like that too. So
it's based on how much gamer score you have, you get a different badge.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the man with $1 million, there's his right there. Yeah, and all the way up to I can't imagine how much different that one's going to be than just a little more fun stuff. But they're holding it as a secret, I guess, until that number is breached. So that's kind of cool. my badge is way down here, but that's all right. That's all right. I did ask somebody asked me, like, oh, you don't play many games, you don't have many games. You know what? I not exactly what you call an achievement. You can still beat a game and have fun with a game and not necessarily achieve any landmarks at all. But some games do just have that, not a lot of insight, as it were. But if you actually go through and pick apart all the trophies, yeah, you can definitely do some good things. I probably got more trophies in Arc Raiders recently than I have anything else in a long time. But I love it. Still, I don't like playing games. Anyway, Holly, what do you think about these updates that they're making? I mean, they really seem to be pulling you back in. And not only that, I'll throw this in the mix too. The simple question that Asha had just a couple of weeks ago, or actually a couple of days ago, it was like, what do you like better? Xbox with X and then lowercase, or Xbox, all capitals? And people were like, is this a thing? But she had so many freaking responses that it was like, oh, it's changed. We heard you. And now it's all capitals. That's the quote unquote official Xbox is now all capital letters. Your thoughts?
On the Xbox thing?
Mm-hmm. Any of it. Any of the new icons, emojis, all the stuff that she's throwing at us, man.
Well, so the achievements, I think they've been working on overhauling achievements for a long time. That's not, it wasn't started under Asha. She's just very luckily, gaining the benefit of being able to announce it and have all that good PR, which is great. She needs a lot of good wins, at the beginning of her tenure. So not hating on her at all for taking on that. And I don't want gamer score to go away. I actually like the score more than I must be one of the very few people who doesn't really like the trophy system. I just don't think it doesn't have the same pizzazz, or I don't care as much, right? And very rarely do I ever want to spend all the additional time to replay a game multiple times to get the platinum. I do have a platinum on PlayStation, actually, surprisingly, but it's just not, like you said, I'm not out there achievement hunting. I play the game. If something happens, great. If I like the game, then there's a few that I know I could probably get. I'll go for it, but I'm not trying to, go for every point. But I do like the points. I'm an engineer, so I like numbers, and I like seeing the numbers go up. That's very satisfying for me. But I do think it's nice that they're adding these little badges, right, for certain things. It's a easy way to meet the gamers in the middle for giving something that they asked for without having to totally revamp an entire system and find some way to do that and bring over legacy accounts to some new thing. I just don't think that's probably a good idea. So it's good. I think Stallion was really excited when he saw this because, he's one of those 1 million+ guys, and so good for him. The Xbox thing, I did not care for that at all. I thought it was really silly and kind of not the best thing. I don't really get it.
You mean the capitalizing of it? The capitalizing of it, you mean? Or
I just don't. It felt so weird. I don't know. It felt like a boomer thing, but I just was just like, what? Nobody cares. I guess I always thought it was all capital letters. I don't know even why this is a thing. Just put something down and move on, right? It's still the same name. It's not like you're asking about a different name. I just thought that was a little bit of a, she's got so many wins and she's doing so many things, and it felt like a marketing trick from the past that I just was like, no. You're doing great. Just keep going down the path that you're going. Don't do something that would have been done in the past. But, and I thought, if you were trying to open up, because one of her points was, opening up the market to other ages, right? Knowing that they have to also drive engagement with the younger crowd and all that stuff too. And I guarantee you kids are not looking at that tweet and they're like, oh yeah, I need to pick one of these, right? It's just not, it's not playing into a market that I don't know. I just thought she's doing so well and she's on this trajectory. She's doing new things. And as she does this, I've said too much.
No, not at all.
I said too much. I'm just gonna shut up. I didn't love it. That's all I'll say. I didn't love it. No shade to anybody that works at Xbox. I think you guys are really killing it lately. That just wasn't all that great. And Xbox should be capitalized because that's literally what's on the splash screen. Why are we even talking about this? That's it.
Did you see the comment that put up in the chat?
There's nothing wrong with it being all caps. It's in freaking all caps when you turn on the Xbox. Why is this a question? I don't get it. It's weird. I'm done. That's it. Game over, man. I'm done.
Game over, man. Game over. We're at the real pretty shit now. There you go. All right.
Killing me.
You're killing me, Smalls. All right. Hargeet, your thoughts? on both things.
Yeah, I'm not like overly, I guess interested, involved. I don't know how you want to put it in the, large or small. However, like Holly said, it's always been capital on all of the actual sort of brand stuff that they've done. The consoles themselves always have capital. My chair, it's
well,
capital.
Ryan McCaffrey didn't think it was all caps.
There you go.
I mean, it's like the splash screen's cap.
He's literally
like,
got
the
it on his
box
chair.
itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like literally that's the branding. This is their direct branding. Even my logo, the Make Xbox, if I can get it there to show up, is capital. It's even if you look at most of the game cases, it says capital. But there has been like this mixing of sometimes it's not like that. And so I guess she's just trying to make sure that it's always consistent.
Yeah.
But if you look at your actual console, it's caps. It's all of them. All the original 360, the Xbox One, the Series, it's all caps. So I think it's just making it consistent.
But that's not a marketing thing. That's an internal memo. Like,
yeah.
No, it's a branding thing. And in some cases, branding matters. So if you have an iconic brand, you generally do these kind of things. If they want to be very specific about it, look, it's more if somebody's talking about your brand, should they engage in the way you want them to, or do you say it's okay to just do like normal English? It's you capitalize the first character of a proper name, right? So the first letter, right? So it's fine, right? But like in this case, they're like, no, it's that, right? And so like somebody brings up Sega. Do we ever think of Sega without all caps? Do you ever think of Atari without all caps, right? Sometimes that matters, right? So you just have to like play through it and say, all right, no, our brand is this. And, brand matters. It's not literally the thing that's damaged is their brand, right?
Right.
So like every part of the brand matters. So I get it, but to your point of Holly, like I'm not invested in this in any. I was like, fine, you pick whatever you want. I don't care, right? But ultimately, I've noticed that it's almost always capital. It's like, okay, then just use that, right? Fair enough, right? What I will say, you found it to be bad. I found it to be fantastic. That this is yet another way that Asha's gotten out there and engaging people in talking about Xbox. It's what she's been doing all the time. Everybody's talking about Xbox, one thing or another, right? And maybe it's silly, fair enough, but it's not negative. It's not something fell, something broke, some rake step. It's, what do you guys want?
Yeah.
Cool. It's engaging. It allows people to share their thoughts, right? It literally is what people asked, right? So, it's brilliant in marketing, in engagement, in getting people involved in your brand, in saying, hey, they listen to us, right? Whether it matters or not, maybe they already made the decision anyway, but it doesn't matter, right? And maybe like 15,000 of those 20,000 people who voted were Microsoft people. So who knows? But whatever, right? It's out there and you get to engage, and that's how it just adds yet another method for her to keep people involved in the Xbox thing, talking about Xbox, right? It's a story everybody's got to write now. It's not negative. There's just, how do you make it negative? It's just, oh, well, we want to ask you, what do you think? Is it this or this? Right? It's not, oh, our financials are bad. Oh, we don't have consoles. Oh, our game failed. Oh, our it's not a rake step, right? It's just, oh, what do you want? Which one do you like?
Yeah.
So cool. I think that's very good, right? This is the kind of stuff I expect her to do, and I expect her to do a lot more of it, right? Because it just keeps Xbox in the mind share all the time.
It does. Yep.
So that's what needs to happen. It's a silly thing. I totally agree. It's a silly thing, but so what? It's not something that's going to cause major disruption. It's not something that's going to be consequential. but it keeps Xbox in everybody's head, right? You're thinking about Xbox again. So
Exactly. Yeah, Joey made a really good cut. Joey from Weebly Green, you want to read that real quick?
Yeah. Also, Xbox in lowercase looks weak. Xbox is better.
And until people that look at it that way, and my example is here's the this is I guarantee you we've all heard this, actually both of these before, but which one do you think sounds better? You have this one, Sega, or you have this one, Sega. So you know, Sega. You know,
I mean, I remember the screaming Sega as a little kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's what sticks in your head.
Yep. It does. It really does. So, you know, and
it wasn't cringe.
No, exactly. It was not cringe. Gosh, as we start to wrap things up here, thank you all so much for joining us tonight. We've got over 200. Oh, you got a comment to read? Go ahead.
It's pretty good, right? It's positive viral moments in social media pretty much every week, even if they are small things. I've seen so many aggregator accounts repost every Xbox news, which boosts their brand in a positive way. That's it. That's the formula. That's it, right? And that keeps like people want the exclusives, fine, whatever. I don't think that's it. I think it's this. This is what's going to make people say Xbox is not dead. Oh, wait, Xbox is cool. They do all these things all the time. Oh, I want to get one of those.
Oh, comment.
It's pro-positive. Gets the people going.
There you go. Thanks, Dave. Oh, goodness. Just for you, Dave Reezy. Just for you, my friend. There we go. So yeah. Last little thing on the show because we're running out of time. Thank you all so much for being here. Over 225 people watching us live on YouTube and on X, combined total numbers. So thank you all so much for being here. Greatly appreciate if you're watching us later. Please don't forget to like and subscribe this video, of course, as well. In the description, you'll have links to Holly's channel and Hargeet's channel and everything like that. So all that's there as well. We're not quite finished yet. One little thing to play, and this was kind of back in the marketing thing that they've done. This is crazy, Hargeet, that they would do this to a train in Mexico. I don't know. Let's play it.
Bueno, mira, qué locura. No lo puedo creer.
Does that look real or does that look AI? I don't know. Wow. I'll take the volume off of it, but yeah. Yeah, it's if they really did that to market. We've seen some big marketing that they did actually in like the Japanese version of Times Square, I guess it were. But the big marketing they pushed out there. So kind of neat.
Do you see the seats all have the Forza logo
Yeah.
on them too?
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
real?
I don't know. It looks too good to be real. You know what I mean? That's
It would be incredible.
Color palette. Yeah, it's one of those things.
Replacing entire seats on a train, man. I don't know. That'd be a whole thing.
And the painting, everything to match the color. Yeah, it seems a little far fetched, but hell, if anything, it's got people talking about it.
It's cool.
Yeah, it is cool. I hope it's real. It's the only thing I could say is I hope that it's real. Oh, goodness. Hargeet, anything else you wanted to mention as we're just about ready to walk out the door? We had a lot of topics.
The only other one that's interesting is the COD is skipping last gen, which I think we already knew about that, but
That makes
I
me
don't know
happy.
if there's is there anything specific that came up about that?
Dude, I did have a bookmark somewhere, but I'm going to see if I can find it. But you can go ahead and start talking about it because that's pretty much we knew that was going to happen. It's not like COD that's missing next gen. It's Madden and
And
should be
GTA's coming.
GTA. So I mean, it's got them, wanting to get systems. Even Sony has sent out letters, an email, I should say, to everybody that is currently on that's subscribed to their service and on a PlayStation 4 that they've got notifications. Hey, be ready for GTA 6 by upgrading to the new PlayStation now. Now that they're $900 for a Pro.
Well, 650 is the lowest, or 600 is the lowest, something like that. They do have one that's lower end, right? But yeah. So like I think the fact that it's finally moving on is a good thing. It'll hopefully increase the scope of what they can pull off. I don't know what they're gonna do to sort of limit themselves on PC, right? So I don't know if they'll have a low end spec that's going to be higher now to sort of compensate. But look, hopefully games do have the ability to say, hey, we're going to have to let go of some older players on older systems, right? Like not the old people, but the older systems that people are on to move them to something newer. That's across all the platforms.
50, you gotta go.
Yeah. Oh, well, then they'd be in trouble. But yeah, so I don't know what happens for that. And so we'll see what they do. But I'm hoping that does allow them to expand a little bit. But understand, they still will likely hit that Steam Deck. They likely still will hit Switch 2. They kind of contractually need to, right? So that's going to be your kind of like, bare minimum, which is going to constrain it a bit. Just keep that in mind, right? So yes, it's better than what they've had. The Switch 2 is kind of barely better than what we had with the PS4 and Xbox One. So yes, it'll be an upgrade, but to what level, we'll see, right? Because Switch 2, when Bobby Kotick was talking about it, thought of it as a sort of PS4 Pro. So yes, you'd get rid of the PS4, base and the Xbox One base, but you're still looking at a Pro level capability with Switch 2. So we'll see how that goes, right? But we'll hopefully get something more with this. It's yet to be determined, but it is kind of interesting to see that things are moving to current gen now, as the next gen is coming out next year. So,
yep. Holly, your thoughts on this?
I really like it. I think it's been more than time that a lot of these games are kind of moving. I mean, it's been a much longer grace period than we've normally seen, right? I think it's time for them to kind of move on, because here we are, probably a year and a half out from the next console, and a year at the time of launch of this Call of Duty from the next console. It's kind of crazy that we've had that much time before, politely pushing people to get on to the next thing, whether that is an existing console now or waiting for the console of next. But nobody thought we would be here. Everybody thought that by now all of these consoles would be a couple $100 cheaper than they were when they came out, right?
Yep.
That just didn't happen. So, moral of the story is everybody should probably be thinking about what they want to do when the next console comes out, because you never know. Like, this has proved you never know. So, I think that they've been very generous at leaving the existing consoles in the development cycle for a very long time, and it's just time, because they're already working on what they need to do for the next gen. Plus I think we'll get some really cool stuff out of this Call of Duty, and we'll be able to see it pushing the limits a little bit more, and other games that are not going to previous gen consoles too. No shade to anybody who's still on an old gen console, but it's kind of it's just the way tech works, right? You've kind of got to cycle in and move up and keep pushing the envelope. So yeah, I don't know if anybody's looking for a console because they're still on the old one. I would recommend looking at eBay and some of the other locations, because buying new when you know that you've got a new gen a little over a year out is probably a hard pill to swallow. I would look for a pre-owned or something like that, just to get you through, to bridge the gap if you really, really can't wait and you want to buy something soon.
Agreed. Yeah, it's end of the cycle, time to move on officially, and I think that I mean, unless if you're not interested in Grand Theft Auto, you should be fine for years to come with the systems that are out there, because I believe they're going to continue to support them because they really need to, especially Sony, because they're not going to have anything new out for quite a few years. Don't worry, we still got that bet going, don't we, D-Batch? But it's all right. It's all right. We got record that bet, and I'll pay up if I lose. If I'm wrong, I will pay up. Let's hope you're a man of your word. We'll see. We shall see. Yes.
For those looking for a deal, there still is the deal for an Xbox with Forza Horizon and the Forza Horizon controller for $660 at Best Buy for those in the US. So I'll throw that link in the chat there if anybody wants to.
Yes.
So it's a pretty good deal. It's $10 more than the console itself. You get the game plus the controller. So if that's a value to you,
it is not bad at all. I mean, consider what you're getting. So, and then again, if you want right now you can get the Series S brand new for around $400. I think a little less if you get the refurbished model, and then of course they're available used. So yeah, I think it's if you want to get to the next gen and you don't want to pay the big money, save yourself a couple $100 and get yourself a Series S, which will be fully supported. And from what we're understanding, this game has been optimized for it as well. So we shall see what we shall see in the next couple of days. Hopefully there is some pre-order stuff coming in, and hopefully we can we'll figure it all out. It's definitely definitely a lot of choices, a lot of things to think about if you're deciding that you want to get the Grand Theft Auto 6 game coming out this year. It's been reiterated again last week from another interview that the head of that studio said that it's still planning on coming out this year. So we shall see what we shall see. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for joining us tonight. It's been a great show. Time to wrap it up. Holly, please tell everybody where they can find you, where you can be heard, what you're up to now, and when you're going to play Arc Raiders again. Just kidding.
I play so much Arc Raiders. It's disgusting. It's because I played so much Call of Duty before. It was disgusting. And this year's Call of Duty wasn't hitting the mustard, and Arc Raiders was just so good. So that's become my Call of Duty this cycle. Anyway, if anybody wants to follow me on Twitter or here on YouTube, I've made a couple videos. Well, I've made 4 videos over the last 9 months on 007. That's coming out in a couple weeks. So if you're interested in that, but then also I do stream. I've been taking a little bit of a hiatus, but I am going to try to get back on that. I've had my work schedule change a bit, so it's kind of messed things up, but I'm going to be streaming GTA 5 soon because
nice.
I need to get through that before 6, like we just talked about. But other than that, I do make videos on occasion. I'm hopefully trying to get more back on a rhythm with that, but anyway, thanks for having me, Dave. Thanks for having me, Hargeet. And thanks to the community for being so nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. We got the June showcase coming up in 3 weeks, and all of us will be hanging out together as long as gosh, Colt Eastwood's gonna be there, and Asante, and Fuzzy Belvedere, and Silent Cypher, and C Money, and Paris Lily, and just hundreds and hundreds of more are gonna be there as well in the community that a lot of you guys know, and Hargeet. Hargeet is the man, and we're going to be hanging out with Hargeet some too, that's for sure. And of course, all the Iron Lords will be there. Yep. So pretty exciting, and we'll definitely be doing some callbacks and so giving you some information as unfolds. And I'll be shooting some videos and stuff, pod up the phone and open it up when we're there. And, oh yeah, and Farky will be there too. That's right. That's right. Gotta make sure I give him a room key so he can get in. Just kidding. Oh yeah. That's funny. Yeah. I didn't tell Farky that he's to be carrying my luggage around, but I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, Parky. I'm kidding. No, I'm not kidding.
Maybe.
I'm not. Just kidding. I'm playing. He's laughing. Thank goodness. Yeah. But Holly, I do actually have some guns for you, by the way. So if you log in, I hook you up with some gear. Since you guys had the wipe, as it were. So for arc rate, yeah, I got some guns and maybe a few blueprints are there. Yeah, we've got some good guns for you. Don't worry. So
poor
yeah.
now.
No,
Dirty poor. Dirty, sticky poor.
I'll be able to fix you up, right? So whenever we want to, oh my goodness, where is the right one? Right there.
That's right. You boys ready for a great raid?
Exactly. Hargeet, Chani, you have so many shows you're doing, and we do greatly appreciate that you take the time to come on this one. So thank you so much. The show would be nothing without you, and I mean that. So thank you so much for being here. Hargeet, Chani, please tell everybody where they can reach out to you, where they can find you. And you do. I think you can pull the widgets up, right? You can put the widgets up as you talk.
I can. Yeah, I can.
There you go.
Yeah, so you can get to my channel by going here, Hargeet Chani 1 on YouTube. You can pick up my merch at shop.chani.us, and you can also pick up the Make Xbox Great Again merch if you want to get that. Enjoy that. And then I'll be on with Fonz. Hopefully, we'll see on Tuesday at 7 p.m. US Eastern Time, and then with Boom on Wednesday at 7 p.m. US Eastern Time on Double Battle Gaming, and then with C-Money and Doodle on Friday at 8 p.m. ish US Eastern Time on Point for Gamers, and we'll be back next Sunday. So we'll see what's going on.
I know it's getting more exciting all the time.
Yes.
Yep. And let's see, we got I think we got Silent Cypher on next week and another guest as well. So it's gonna be good. And we definitely have Fuzzy Belvedere. Fuzzy's gonna be
Forza Belvedere.
Yeah, Forza Belvedere. Give us his big breakdown as he's gonna have more time to sink his teeth into it and tell us some tips and tricks of the best ways to get the most out of your gameplay for that game for sure, from Forza. So much great stuff going on, and also Fonz will be there in LA, as well as Mr. Boomstick. Both of those people will be there as well, community members. So Alex, there's just too many to mention. I'm sure I've left off half the people I already know they're going to be there. So it's great. It's a good time, and we'll definitely cover as much as we can for you, give you guys some insight. So if you can't make it out there, you'll definitely will not be left out in the cold. So thank you all so much for joining us here on the Gamers Council. We do appreciate each and every one of you, and thanks for all the gifted members tonight and the super chats and everything else that you guys do. It's pretty awesome. Awesome. And with that, we'll close with Dirt saying this.
If you like this video, please hit the like button.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you next week.
Game over. That's right. You boys ready for a great raid?